And the parables in the Bibles, that what they do. It amazes me when I started reading the Gospel of Luke, and I looked and I listened to Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, and I was so amazed. I said, oh my God. Jesus is showing me his perception through his eyes. How extraordinary is that? That you can actually see what Jesus saw. He told you. He shared it with you. Do you think he would give you something like that and say, this is what he showed you because this is what we're supposed to become? He gave you something to work for, carry. Got a little problem with that. You can't simply fake it till you make it with this kind of stuff. You have to actually earn it. Once again, Adam and Eve debacle. We have to earn our stuff. That's the way it works. God put us here. This is basically a training route for growth. For you to learn how to make good choices and good decisions. This is not hard stuff. How do we do that? Don't hurt people. That sounds simple. That's your 10 Commandments wrapped up in one little simple sentence. Don't hurt nobody. If you hurt somebody, you take them off their path to God. They're here to learn, to evolve. Why? Because at the end of this thing, what do you think God's going to do? Retire you? Why would you create a creature purpose, make you more educated, more knowledgeable than you could ever, and you have the best thing you could ever be in his life, and then all of a sudden you retire his ass? No, you put him to work. We're creatures of purpose, we are built for purpose, and that's the deal. And anything you do that obstructs somebody's learning, involved evolution through life, you are sinning. That is a sin. Hurt somebody and it's sin. And if you don't think, and this is what's so funny, I tell people all the time, you have a right, people have a right to their feelings. If you hurt someone, guess what? Apologize, for God's sakes. If you say, well, I didn't do anything to do that. That's crazy. They're just me. It doesn't matter what you think. You hurt them and you've taken them off their path to God. You better fix it. And it takes a simple apology. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. My intent was not bad. Because assumptions are bad shit, and they're going to assume whatever you did was intentionally wrong or bad, and you need to fix it. That's what we do. We grow, and that's growth, you know. That's growth. That's why we're here, to grow. That is your purpose for being here, is to grow. And if that's so, what would the devil's purpose for you do? It would be for you not to grow, wouldn't it? For you to stay the same, exactly as you are, never grow, live the same day every day. Can you not see that's what you're doing now? You can't even remember sometime, you go to work and you can't even remember getting there. How did I get here? My Lord, people. You need to open your eyes and open your perception to understand that we don't have all the information. I don't have your answers, I'm sorry. I probably don't. My questions may not be yours. My answers may not be yours. Because God has got you on this path, and whatever you believe that you need to do to get to God is what you need to do, because God's been talking your whole life. It's all about you, and you need to stop listening to everything else around you that's distracting you. That's the answer.